So for today's presentation, we have two devices. The one on the left side is a physical Samsung device running on Android. On the right side is a simulator running on iOS. The left side represents Alex right now with a reputation balance of 35. On the right side, of the other hand, is representing Bobby with a reputation balance of 355. So we are using a physical device because we will be demonstrating how to do a P2P payment wherein the sender will be using the camera to scan the QR code of the recipient to be able to send the payment. So let's try to demonstrate. So first thing is we will go to the payment screen. And also for the sender, we will go to the payment screen. Now for the recipient, we can go to the QR code tab to be able to generate a QR code that the sender can be used to scan. So let's do that. So now we have a QR code, and for the sender, we will now try to perform a sending a payment. We can do that. We can select the recipient by simply scanning the QR code. So let's tap on the QR code icon. So here, as you can see, we're using a physical device, uses the phone's camera, and let's try to scan the QR code on the right side representing the recipient. Okay, so after successfully scanning, it will auto-populate the recipient, and then we can now specify, for example, 7 quotation cash, and this will be a payment for purchase, for example. Now we will try to initiate sending the transaction. So let's try to do that. Okay, transaction is successful. So let's try to click OK. As you can see, the new balance for Alex is 28. That is 35 less the 7 quotation cash that we sent as payment. So it's now 28. On the other hand, for the recipient, if we go to the dashboard, you will notice that now it's 362. That means 7 more quotation cash from the original 355. We were able to successfully send by scanning the QR code, and we were able to make a successful payment. Now let's try to demonstrate how to send a gift. So for example, we want to send a gift to Alex coming from Bobby. So what we have to do is go to the gift screen. And then click on the new payment, new gift. And then we will try to select Alex as the recipient. And we have to specify the amount. Let's say 5 quotation. This is for happy birthday. Okay, so then we will try to initiate. Okay, transaction is successful. So if you will notice, the new balance is now 357. That is from the original 362 less 5 quotation cash that we sent as a gift. It's now 357. But here's the thing, the balance for the recipient has not been updated yet because it's either the recipient needs to accept the gift and the sender still has the option to cancel the gift. So let's try to do that. So in the send gift screen, you have the list of the sent gifts. You still have the option to cancel until such time that either the recipient has not accepted yet. So let's try to simulate the cancellation first. Okay, so it will prompt you whether you want to cancel this gift. Successful. And you will notice that the status have changed from sent to cancelled. And we can verify in the balance that it becomes back to 362. Now let's try to send another one. Okay, and we will select Alex to be the recipient. We specify the amount to be 15, and this is for happy birthday. And then we will try to send this one. Okay, so it's successful. Now you will notice that the new balance has been deducted with 15 quotation cash. Now from the side of Alex, you can go to the gift screen. And then for all the incoming gifts, he can go to the receive screen. And you can see that there's now a new gift coming amounting to 15 quotation cash. And basically Alex can perform and accept to be able to receive this gift, and click OK to confirm. Okay, so transaction has been successful. It's refreshing the data, and now we can see that the gift has been accepted. So we can verify, going back to the dashboard, see that the new balance is now 43. That means 15 more from the original 28. Similarly, if we go to the Bobby, the original sender, you can also verify that the 15 quotation cash that was sent was already been accepted. Okay, so that's how the gift function works. So you have the option to either cancel, and the recipient also needs to accept to be able to transfer the funds. So that's for payment. That's for gift. That's how it works. So unlike the payment where it's a direct sending of the quotation cash, gift on the other hand has still the option to cancel and to accept. Now let's try the lottery function. So in this case, we will go to the lottery menu. And then we can see that we have two options here, either to buy the ticket or list the tickets that I have purchased. So let's try to see if I have already purchased some tickets. Okay, so I have not purchased any tickets yet. So basically, I can buy a ticket by clicking on the buy ticket button. Okay, and then there's a confirmation. Just click OK if you want to proceed with the purchase, or click cancel if you want to cancel. So in this case, let's try to buy a ticket. Okay, purchase has been successful. And we can view the recently purchased ticket and under my tickets. And I can see my tickets right now. Now, there are several ways you can purchase a ticket. You can purchase multiple tickets from a single wallet. So for example, in our case, we can purchase more ticket by clicking on the buy ticket, then confirm. Successful, and it's refreshing the data. And if I go to my tickets, I should be able to see 2 tickets now. There's no limit. As long as you have enough balance on your wallet, you can purchase as many tickets as you want. And in the main ticket lottery screen, you can see also the price per tickets. Right now, it's showing us 10 quotation cash per ticket. You can also go to the last draw to be able to see the previous winning ticket and how much is the winning amount. Okay, so it's a very straightforward. You just buy the ticket, you can view your tickets, and then you can just wait for the draw and to be able to determine the winning tickets. It will also inform you if you go to the last draw, it will also inform you whether you won this particular lottery or not. And then similarly, the winning amount will be added to your rotation cash balance. So it's very straightforward for the lottery draw. This time we will try the job function. So let's go to job, and then you can view here new. It means this will list down all the new jobs that you will apply. Own means these are the jobs that actually you have created. Applied will be the list of jobs that you have applied, and active is the list of jobs that you're working on. So for example, let's try to create a new job. Let's say the amount here is 25. And then I can click post. Transaction has been successful. Now you will notice that the new balance has been deducted with the job amount that I have specified. If I go to the jobs menu, go to own. So now I can see here. So I have 2 options. One is whether I can cancel the job. And the first icon is I can view the list of applicants. So I can do that later. For now, let's try to cancel this job. And then it will be confirmed. Cancellation has been successful. It's refreshing the data. Now you can see that the status has been canceled. So let's try to do that again. Let's post a job. With the same amount. And then let's try to post that. Transaction has been successful. If I go to the jobs, now go to own, you can see it's here. Now let's say for example there's another citizen who would like to apply for the job. So if you go, if for example let's say Alex would go to the jobs menu, and under the new, he can see actually the new job posted by Bobby, and basically he has the option to apply for this particular job. So let's try to do that. So it will prompt you whether you want to proceed with the application. Click OK. Successful. Now here's the thing. After you have successfully applied for that job, it will disappear from the list of new jobs, and it will be transferred to the applied job. That means you have applied. These are the list of jobs that you have actually applied. Okay. Now let's try to simulate Now, from the side of Bobby, who is the owner of the job, he can actually click on the view applicants icon, and he will be able to see the list of applicants here, and he can basically tap to hire the particular applicant. Okay, so let's try to hire. Okay, hiring is successful. So in this case, you can see here there's a status has been changed to hired. And if we go back to Alex and go to the jobs, the applied now becomes empty because since you're already being hired for the particular job, it now goes to your active job. That means these are the list of jobs that you're currently working on. Okay, so let's try to say that, for example, Bobby have already um, acknowledged that the job has been completed, so he has the option to actually complete the job. Okay, if he completes the job, the funds will be transferred to whoever has been hired. So for example, let's try to complete this job. That means job has been completed, so it's now time to settle the payment. Okay, completion has been updated. Okay, now let's go to Alex on the other hand. As you can see, the amount of 25 has already been added to my balance. That means I have completed my job. So that's how it works. So you have the option to cancel the job. You have the option to hire the applicants or view the applicants. You have also the option to apply for a job. So it's a very basic workflow, but it's a very smooth transition. So as long as you post a job, rotation cost will already be deducted. When you cancel the job, as long as you have not hired any applicants yet, you still have the option to cancel the job and return back the rotation cash balance to you. So it's very straightforward, and that's how the job or the guild function works.